Hi everyone, back again for another reaction video, and this one is for Sonar Kella. I think that's the name of the film. Yep, Sonar Kella. This is a very old Indian film. Well, I don't know what you would define as very old, but it's like 1970 something. So yeah, it's it's back in the day. So this is definitely the oldest. 1975 it was made. This is one of the oldest Indian films I've watched. So a lot of the films I've watched have been in like the 2000s at the earliest. So yeah, that's for sure. I have not checked out anything under really the 2000s. So I'm curious to see what this film is like. I really don't know much about it. All I know, it's got this kid in it. He shows like signs of like previous births, so maybe it hints to kind of reincarnation and things like that, like deja vu, that kind of stuff. So yeah, I don't know much about it, so I want to keep it as that and just kind of go with the story and see how it goes. It's 2 hours and 15 minutes. That's a reasonable runtime. So yeah, let's get into it. I think I've gotten this recommended quite a few times, but I remember someone gave quite a synopsis, or just kind of like things that I would probably like about the film. So yeah, it got my attention, so that's why I'm watching it now. So anyway, let's get into it and see what it's like. I've heard this is a really good director too. Like, he really executes films really well in regards to his filmmaking and all that. So that's got my attention. Here we go. Oh, it's a very dark opening shot, that's for sure. Opening shots. It's almost very monochromatic blue at the moment. Someone's not in bed. Hey, someone's drawn away. Is this the kid that has had past visions or whatever? Hey, it's not bad. It draws better than me, I think. Oh. Mum's very concerned for her son.
Sonar Kella.
Oh, that's how the film starts. Oh, that's cool. Oh, I like the music. It's very mysterious. Oh, so this movie gets to the point pretty quickly. Oh, interesting. Okay. Oh, that's a cool shot. Feels very M. Night Shyamalan with like the mirror like that. Why? Yeah, the mum said that too. The child never smiles very much. There's those old school phones. This is probably all the technology of this time too. What are they going to do? Take that kid? Interesting shot composition here. They're not showing their faces. Ah. Oh, so this movie might be a bit of a treasure hunt type of thing as well. Oh, okay, this could be interesting. So this is going to have maybe a bit of psychology and stuff in it, and stuff about the mind as well. Interesting. Had a few of a combo of these films. I like this where this is shot at the moment with the camera movements moving back and forth like that. That's interesting. Yeah, I could definitely see that. Like, if you were a person that worked with psychotic people a lot, or someone, criminals or something like that, I could definitely see like your mind getting infected by that, and you'd have to be careful. I guess like the whole thing of, what's he saying? Like, keep your windows open. It could be saying like, have an open mind, or be mindful when you're around those people, because otherwise, yeah, you can get corrupted into that. as well. Ooh, here comes the soundtrack again. I do actually like the soundtrack in this movie. It's very, as I said, mysterious. This is some good cinematography too. It's like all foggy.
আমি বললাম আমি তখন দুধ খাই না আমাকে জোর করে হাত করিয়ে দুধ খাইয়ে
No.
তারপর আমার বিষয়
Oh, so it was like something dodgy milk.
Pradosh meter arriving Jodhpur on 11th.
That's a good low angle shot as well. I like that. I'm kind of torn on whether or not I like the lighting. At times it looks flat, but then at certain times it has a certain, like, I don't know, a certain richness to it or a certain grittiness to it. I quite like how the lighting looks at times, even particularly this shot. It looks quite nice, the edge lighting around him and on the side of his face. But yeah, just in the usual scenes too, the lighting's actually quite good. Oh, these are dodgy guys? This shot is actually quite effective. I like this. I'll say this movie's got a good momentum to it. It seems to be quite intriguing at the moment. Like, it's not really having a moment of rest. It just keeps going. Oh, what an outfit that guy has. Just cards.
খেতাম
কে বানিয়ে দিতেন তোমার মা
Man, that would be really tough because, like, his character is just torn between all these different lives. He can't even distinguish who he is anymore in regards to, like, in this life. That's really interesting. It almost seems like that's what's happening to him. Is that he almost can't even function in his own life because he's caught in these other lives. Huh, that's really interesting. But annoying. It would be quite disorienting, I imagine. Quite depersonalizing, if that's the right word to say.
Jim Carter.
No, I think he's getting sleepy. He does the stretch I do. I think I've done that in a few of my videos, so I'm just like... Oh, no, I should have done that. Oh. Got myself yawning now.
হ্যাঁ সারা পৃথিবীতে তো আর বাচ্চার অভাব নেই আর ওদের আনন্দ দিয়েও তো আনন্দ
Slippery snake this guy is.
তাহলে এসব বোঝা নিয়ে কি পাহাড়ে চলবেন নাকি চলুন এইগুলি
I wonder if they will actually find a fort. It's kind of a cool question. It's a cool adventure maybe this is at the moment, that's for sure.
ওই যে ওই দূরে ওইটা বার করুন চোখে লাগান
Whoa. Jesus, he just killed him. Like that. Oh my gosh. Poor kid. Jesus. Oh, he's still somewhat alive? Ooh. This is giving me very John Carpenter vibes, the music and the camera shot here. Ooh, look at that thing. I'll be damned, that's some self-defense. Oh, this guy's at least he's still alive. I like the lighting in this shot as well, where the pillars are there and the light. Yeah, there's moments in this movie that it does look nice. Ooh, such quiet doors.
ভাবছেন আমার ঘরে একটা খালি বোতল আছে তুমি ধরবে
অন্য রাস্তা ভাবো
Ooh. Dang, now he's suggesting some dirty work. Those are some old trains, wow.
बहुत शुक्रिया डॉक्टर
This movie kind of feels like a time capsule, I won't lie. It's very cool though.
ना नहीं
Oh, is he putting him in his bed? Oh god.
ভ্যানিশ
वैनिश
দুষ্টু লোকটা ভ্যানিশ করে গেল
कौन दुष्ट लोग मुगल
যে দুষ্টু লোকটা উঠ দেখলে ভয় পায়
Uh-oh.
এই তো আপনারা আমরা আর মিস্টার বোস ভূপর্যটক
ওই যাকে বাইরে মিট করলাম উনি ভূপর্যটক
তাই তো বলে
ইন্টারেস্টিং ঠিক আছে দেখা হবে
He's like, something's fishy. That guy's probably thinking. I feel like he knows something's off, that's for sure. Because he's very intuitive and he's got a very investigative nature about him, so...
দূরে পশ্চিম রাজস্থানে এসে
Clean,
দিব্যি
sorry.
সোনার কেল্লা
Oi.
ওরা তো আসেইনি
There it is.
একদমই না আসে
তাহলে আর কি তাহলে নিশ্চিন্ত
ফেললা
Whoa.
বেড়াকে ডাক
Got him.
তো হবে এখন দেখি আবার আমার ঘরে কিছু ঢুকলো চলি ভাই হ্যাঁ
Oh, never mind. You won't get a scorpion in your room, I can guarantee that.
তার মানে
মানে লোকটার উপর একটু নজর রাখতে হবে আর কি
He's suspicious.
নিশ্চিন্ত আর থাকা গেল না রে তোপসে
I like those like camera movements like that, that's cool. Nice composition once again with how this looks. This looks cool. Oh yeah, hell yeah, that's the taxis they use in India. I think that's really cool how they use those.
এ তো আনসেফটি রিজন মশাই
Unsafety reason.
নাম হয়েছে না 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 আমি ওটা লিখে
এডিশনটা কিন্তু আমার নামের জড়ি
That guy seems very annoyed by this guy.
শনিবারে শনিবারে ফুল ধরে বুঝেছে
Oh god.
শনিবারে শনিবারে ফুল ধরে নিজের দেশের জিনিস জানেন না আবার
Oh, okay, he just took it.
সেই রকমই তো বলে
আপনি হিপনোটিজম জানেন
না আপনি জানেন
So they're basically trying to get into the... So these people are actually trying to help him get to the bottom of this mystery. Is that kind of what's happening right now? And those other guys, those other two are kind of like the bad guys, if you want to call them the bad guys. They kind of want to take the riches for themselves, and they're using this kid to try and find that. Is that kind of what's going on here? Because I'm kind of confused as like what, you know, what's kind of happening between there. I think that's what's going on. Anyway, alright, let's keep going. Probably things will start to connect once I watch more.
তোমরা কেন আমাকে বারবার ভুল কেল্লা দেখাচ্ছ
Because they don't know what the hell they're doing. Yo, this music is so cool. I think I've said it like 3 times throughout this movie now.
উপায় আছে সম্মোহনের সাহায্যে
Oh, they're thinking of doing hypnotism.
আমি তো ভাবতেই পারি না আর ওই ভদ্রলোক প্যারাসাইকোলজিস্ট
Whoa, look at this place. It's quite cool. It makes me wonder if this stuff was spontaneous. Like this lady playing music, and then also the peacock earlier. Were they just spontaneous things happening as they were filming, so they added it in? Or was it actually part of the original script? I wonder. Lighting's nice once again in this shot. These shots are kind of cool too with the silhouettes.
কোথায়
এই যে আলো
He's trying to do hypnotizing.
কেল্লা সোনার
Is it gonna work?
সোনার কেল্লা
Golden Fort. Golden Fort.
আর কেল্লা সোনার কেল্লা
Ooh, that ringing.
কেল্লা
One ear is enough.
তাহলে সেই শুনে ওরা নিখাত যাবে যোধপুর কেল্লা দেখতে। আমি সঙ্গে সঙ্গে চলে যেতে স্টেশনে, আর তুমি এখানে থাকছো। ওরা ফিরে এলে ওদের বলবে যে মুকুল।
They're tricking him. Detective Garby on him though. PI guy.
Barman.
Oh, this is an interesting shot choice. It's like overlooming like that. Quite a risky thing to be in, I think. Those little taxis.
My God.
देखिए, मैं ही तो डॉक्टर हाजरा हूँ। वो तो इम्पोस्टर है, क्रिमिनल।
Oh, right. He's the one that got I'm just figured this out now. Oh my god, he was the one that got pushed off the cliff. Oh shit! I didn't even recognize him. He's all like beaten up.
जो पीला वाला कटोरा है ना पत्थर का, हाँ वो जरा दिखलाइए।
Whoa! What a way of showing this. That's cool. The jump cuts like that.
इसका भाव 25 रुपए दाम।
ये कहाँ का बना हुआ है?
ये जैसलमेर का बना हुआ है, बहुत बढ़िया चीज है, ले लीजिए।
Oh, he's got a clue now. Oh, he's got a lead now. Look at that. He might catch up to those dudes now.
কোথায়? বলে খোকার লাগি জায়গার নাম মনে পড়ে গেছে। এই তো আপনাকে লিখে রেখেছি।
He's going to say the other place.
বয়াকার বয় শূন্য র, ময়কার বয় শূন্য র। বারমের? আছে নাকি?
কি হলো কি মজা? আপনি একেবারে
He's like, I don't know what the hell's going on. But he's like, do it, sir. Follow what you figured out, because that's what it is.
वो विजिटर्स बुक जरा दीजिए।
Oh.
সর্বনাশ।
Oh. So the guys, what's going on?
আত্মরক্ষার উপযুক্ত অস্ত্র আপনাদের আছে,
They got that knife, don't they?
কারণ আমারটি গত হয়েছে।
Oh, that guy's got it. That's right.
সুতরাং আপনারা যদি বিপদে
Whoa, what the hell?
पुराना है क्या?
अरे साहब बाहर आकर तो देखिए क्या हाल है।
Oh, he probably tampered with it, right? Oh, God. He threw the bottle and smashed it, which popped the tires, right? Oh, no.
আমরা যখন সেখানে গিয়ে পৌঁছবো তাদের সঙ্গে আমাদের একটা ঘাত প্রতিঘাতের সম্ভাবনা আছে।
I would say so.
মুখর রুদ্র নয়,
প্রাইভেট ইনভেস্টিগেটর। আমরা কি তবে এখন ডেকয়েটসদের পেছনে ধাওয়া করেছি?
It's getting really excited now. I like that character. He's funny.
সিংজি
What happened?
लेट होते पारे तो
सिंह जी, दूसरा टैक्सी आने से उसके पास स्पेयर मिल जाएगा ना? मिल तो
Oh, God, they're like stuck out there. So this happened to them again. They got pop tires again. Is that legit what's just happened right now? That bloody troll that guy is.
टैक्सी ठीक नहीं होने से तो ट्रेन पकड़ने होगा ना? फुट पे जाओगे? वो देखो।
Camel. Huh?
हाँ, रुकिए उसको।
Oh, that was convenient.
স্বপ্ন যে এভাবে পড়ে যাবে এ আমি ভাবতেই পারিনি।
This guy's excited about going on a camel. There we go. Up we go.
ঠিক আছে,
Whoop. Ah, you did well.
वही बाबा चलूदा
तो पेछने क्या?
This is a good soundtrack too.
আপনারও কি একটা গুঁজের দরকার?
I've really realised now his character's like the joke character. You know how like in exploring films there's always a joke character? He's definitely that. The complainer or whatever, and then he makes jokes and yeah. I like him though. I know some of those characters in movies get annoying, but I kind of like him. That's a really cool shot. Yeah, look at that. The camels and then the train in the background like that. That looks really cool. Ooh. He hit him. Wow. Oh. Yeah, he's like exhausted. Ooh, what a shot. Look at that. Oh, is he all stiff from sitting on the camel? Ooh. Cracked his back in. Oh gosh. This is a beautiful shot. I love that. Had it like silhouetted like that. That looks really cool. Look at him.
Okay.
This is some intense music. Ooh. That ring rings a bell. That ring rings a bell. This movie's certainly gone on a long journey by the seems of it. Lots of miles. Oh, there's some interesting shots throughout the movie that give a very unusual feel. I like it though. Like that shot was very unusual. And the sound usage at times is quite effective. Oh. Oh. Yeah, that's quite dangerous, dude. One fall and you're finished, I would say. I don't think from a fall from that speed you would live.
Hey,
That's the doctor, isn't it? Yep. Yep. It's him. Oh my god. Oh shit. He's out of there.
62.
Man, the lighting and the sound in this bit is so good.
Dr. Hajra?
Yes. No, someone actually knows his name. He's like, wait, someone just said it.
আপনার থেকে আমার কম নয়।
So wait, that other character's dead now. Do you like jump out of the train and kill himself? Is that what just happened before? The other bad guy, the one that he saw him and then he just left. Did he like jump out of the train or something? What happened? I guess I'll find out. Or not.
Sonar Kella.
That's it.
সুতরাং বাড়িতে সে দামি পাথর দেখে থাকবে এটা তো খুব স্বাভাবিক
Oh, so they're kind of looking for fool's gold, huh? There's no such thing as gold. It was just gems he did, like, it was like his work or something, was it? And it wasn't, they weren't particularly his. Oi, that's the man, the driver.
মন্দার বসের জিনিস
Oi, he's all happy. Yeah, that looks cool. Is that the Templar he was looking for? Oh, this guy's going to be pretty mad if there's no house. Special house or something with gold. Oh. Oh. Another peacock. Yo! You gonna shoot it? This movie's really stretching it to the end too. He's home, isn't he? And it's nothing. Wait, he's back. Why is he so freaked out by peacocks? Oi.
सिंह जी इसको पकड़िए थाना में जाना है
ভেরি গুড স্যার
Oh, now you're buggered. I just carries him off. Yeah. Well, they found the kid.
চাও বলো
Wants to go home. Yeah?
আমি বাড়ি যাব কলকাতায়।
Aww. Oi, that guy's spinning that hat around well. Is that the end? No way. That was so quick. I won't lie, I kind of like that. Wow. You know what? Like, okay, I won't lie. There were parts where I was kind of lost in the movie. I wasn't as engaged as maybe as I would have liked to be. But I see that this movie is good. Like, I particularly like that ending. It was nice, and it wasn't like actually what you expected. It was actually, there was really nothing there in the end. There probably was something there a long time ago. But as I said, I don't think it was his treasure or his gold, the person in the past life. It was not. I think it was like his profession or his job or something, but it wasn't particularly his. I think that was kind of the idea of it. I may be completely wrong about that. As I said, I didn't fully get everything in this movie, or a good majority of it, but I kind of got the general gist of it, this kind of adventure film, and it was quite intriguing, even though I didn't really catch on to everything. I was intrigued by kind of what was being said. And in the end, they didn't really say whether or not it was really a past life or not, which was really interesting. But yeah, anyway, I'm going to go through the list and see what I think. It is unfortunate that I felt, it wasn't like, I wasn't like as engaged as much as I would have liked to be. Maybe I'm just a bit tired today or whatever. But anyway, I still liked it. I still quite enjoyed it, and I think there's a lot of things I appreciate about this film, even on a filmmaking level as well, and even on a story level, there was things that I enjoyed about this film. So, yeah, anyway, I'm going to do my list, and then I'll be right back. Okay, so I'm back, and I finally just realized the title in English as well. So it's called The Golden Fortress, of course, because that's what they're looking for. So that's a great title for it, that's for sure. Yes, so I think it was Sonar Kumar as the title in Indian. Yeah, in one of the Indian languages at least. Anyway, let's get into this. So this is a decent sized list, nothing insane. As I said, for parts of the movie, I wasn't like as into it as I would have liked to be. And I feel like maybe partly because I was a little bit tired or something or whatever it was. It didn't engage me the whole time. And maybe it's just because of my mood or whatever it was. But at the end of the day, I didn't get the whole picture of this film. But that being said, I still found a lot to appreciate. And I still did like the movie in general, kind of where it went. But anyway, let's get into this. So, first and foremost, camera composition. I have to give this movie points for just the way the camera is composed in certain parts. Even sometimes how it moves. I haven't given it a point for that. But just the general cinematography of the film is solid. So, props to that. So number 2 is the lighting. So the lighting is really good as well. There's a lot of parts where it almost looks like natural light, but then other parts where it gives a somewhat mysterious, ominous feel. Very great uses, a lot of great uses, I should say, of silhouettes as well. So yeah, a really nice looking movie overall in regards to lighting. So props to that as well. Next thing, number 3, is the acting. I think the overall performances were good. I think even the kid wasn't bad. Nothing groundbreaking, that's for sure, but I thought the acting was solid overall, hence the point. So, number 3. Number 4 is the music. The music is one of the big standouts of this film. I love the music. It really adds to the mystery of this film, and I love that. So, huge props to the music. I really like the music in this film. Next thing, number 5, is the build-up. The way this kind of adds on to it. So, this movie takes its time. And I actually really like that. It really builds on top of the story and the intrigue, and that's one of the other things I'll mention soon too. But it's got a great build up that I like as well. So I like that the movie takes its time. Even as I said, it didn't fully engage me, but at the same time, I wouldn't get rid of stuff in the film. I think everything was there for a reason. So I really did appreciate the build up. Next thing, number 6, is the concept. I really like the whole concept of like past lives and all that, and just the mystery that brings, and just the way they played it up. They didn't make it seem too fantastical. I think the most fantastical thing of the film was the soundtrack. The soundtrack really added to that kind of somewhat mystical fantasy kind of feel. Aside from that, it seemed like relatively fine. Like everything else seemed quite just real in the real world. It was just that music that really gave that eerie, interesting feel, which I really like. So hence why I like the music once again. Next thing, number 7 is intrigue. So I had to give this a point as well. So I did find the movie intriguing, even though, as I said, there were some parts I wasn't as engaged as I would have liked to be. But that being said, I really did like kind of where the movie went, and particularly how things ended up. So lastly, number 8 is the ending. I really do like the ending quite a lot. So it's a very solid thing how it just all finishes off, how it all wraps up at the end. It actually put a smile on my face right at the end, just the way that the last like minute played out was like, oh wow, that's really cool. So yeah, it was a good payoff right at the very end, even though it was one of those things like they didn't get a lot of money. It was like, it's more like catching those criminals at the same time as well, but also seeing the kids free of that whole thing. Like I feel like now the kid, that burden has been lifted from him, which is probably a good thing for him. So there's that as well. So I feel like that kid's got some peace now, knowing that there's nothing there. It's quite an interesting journey, honestly, the way the film plays out, because I may be digging too much into this, but this just popped into my head. But the kid almost, like the Golden Fortress, he had to go see this. And the way you could see that in the human mind is like, that's ambition or some goal, right? And then you work, and you sleepless nights, trying to get this thing. And then right at the end you realize there's nothing there. And that's not a problem. It's more just like, oh, and now that frees you up. Now, that's not to say you drop your career, you drop the thing. It's just that what you thought was going to be there was not exactly what you thought. It still gave you something, but it didn't fulfill you in any way, because you already are fulfilled. You already are complete in an interesting kind of way. Anyway, that's just kind of like an interpretation that I just thought of just off the top of my head just then, and just things that I've learnt about with certain things, with self-development and kind of meditation. But anyway, that's pretty much it for this film. So there you go. There's a little bit of philosophy right at the end there, just spontaneous. But yeah, very solid film. Really like parts of the filmmaking, and I think 8 things, like that's, for me, that's an 8 out of 10. So that's still really good. Don't think that that's a low rating. That's actually, just because a lot of my films are over 10, those movies are exceptional though. So for me, getting a 10 out of 10 isn't like some groundbreaking thing. I know a lot of reviewers, once you get a 10, it's like, whoa. For me, it's like, how much beyond does it go past that? For me, a film doesn't have to be absolutely perfect to get a 10. It just has to have a lot of good, or a great amount of elements, or a hefty amount of elements there that make the film interesting, engaging, or whatever. So for me, a great film is not just everything has to be ticked. A great film can be just a really well made film, and then the story maybe not be quite as good. But if it's really well executed in regards to the filmmaking, I still feel like that's a movie deserving of credit. Great example of that is A Cure for Wellness. I don't know if any of you have seen that, but for me, I quite like that film, particularly just due to the filmmaking and also the intrigue and mystery, even though the ending's kind of weird and certain things don't really hit, certain chords don't exactly strike in that film. But that being said, there is some things that really do work, and I think there's a lot of things you could learn from that film, Anyway, I'm kind of rambling on now about different films, but I'm just trying to say, like, 8 things are still really good. So don't think that that's nothing. No. If it's 2 things, then yeah, it's probably not that great. But otherwise, yeah, I think that's it for this film, and that's it for this video. I think I will watch this again at some point, and I'll probably find more things to appreciate. So hopefully in the future I'll be in a different state of mind, so I can really appreciate the film for what it is, and probably find more things to like. So if you want to, keep up to date with every film I review, because I don't put everything on this channel, check out my letterboxd. It's always in the description below, but it's Nathan Vogler, capital N, capital V. So if you type that in, it should come up. Otherwise, just check out the description, and then you can see all the films that I put up. that I've seen recently, even movies I've rewatched, and find more things to appreciate. A very interesting one that I saw recently. All right, a very interesting one that I saw recently was John Wick 4. That movie's really jumped up very high on my list. I'm actually quite shocked. It's at the moment it's ranked as my second favorite action film of all time. So feel free to check out that review on the channel, on my page. But that being said, it's only just a list of things that I liked. It's not like a nice written review. It's just the list, and that's what you get. Otherwise, that's what these videos are for. But at some point, I reckon I definitely will do a reaction video or a commentary on that movie to really show you the things that I appreciate about that film, because that movie is insane, I must say. Anyway, I've seen it twice and thought it was amazing both times. I thought it was even better on second viewing. So there you go. Anyway, that's it for this video. Thank you for watching. If you've watched it all the way up to this point, consider hitting the subscribe button and liking the video. I'd very much appreciate that. And yeah, that's it. Catch you folks in the next one. Bye-bye.